How you doing there, guys? Welcome to Something About Tabletop. This is going to be got a bit of a demon cult problem. With me today are these four fine players. We'll go from my left to right, and you guys can introduce yourselves and a little bit about your characters you're going to be playing. Blue, your turn.
Right, I'm also a part of the Something About Tabletop trio, and I'll be playing my character Crow, I've been playing for the last few sessions. He's now a chemical mage, and I'm a Native American who has lost his ability to talk. Past turn.
All right, and Dennis.
Hey, I'm Dennis. I'm playing Spider, an elf rigger. He lost his legs and now makes his way around in a walker modified wheelchair.
As you can see by his beautiful logo there.
Really good.
Michael.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'll be playing Alex. He's an elf face. A bit of a Nova Coke issue, all around, very smooth talker.
Alrighty. What do you prefer, Michael? Michael.
Oh, I am from the U.S.
Okay. Rudy.
My character's name is Voen. He is a physical adept who follows the invisible way.
Alrighty, sweet. Alright, we've got a latecomer, guys. He's here. Alright, so we've got someone else coming in. He'll be in here quickly. But first I'm just going to do a quick lowdown of what's going on. Your fixers or whatever, or your contacts, or the person that acts as your fixer, has basically called you up. If you were on the last mission that was on the channel, this is kind of like a second or a sequel to that mission. Your characters get called expressively, saying that you've kind of dealt with these people before. This is once again suspected to be Juliet's cult that you're going to be working against, and seeing you've already worked with them, we're putting you on this mission as well. And anyone else that got called up just got called up because they're good, or was actually willing to do it. Anyway, you guys get given a location in the Redmond Barrens. It seems to be a random floor and room in an apartment complex. You were told to basically arrive there, talk to the security guards at the front, and then get taken up to the room that's closed. There we go. How you doing, Dad Dice? All right?
Howdy. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we started. You didn't respond to my message, and then you did. I'm assuming something happened when you get back from work. Or?
Yeah, I got caught in the rush hour. Crazy Korean Seoul, million people rush hour.
Yeah, I would assume so myself.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm here though, ready to go.
Oh no, that's all good, man. That's probably not the character who's going to be playing tonight, though.
No.
I might have something to say. Is it Talik or something? Alright, anyway, who's your character, man? Just introduce yourself quickly. I've kind of started explaining how the run's going to go, but I'll repeat it again for you.
Yeah, I'll be playing Dex. He's a human Decker. He's a kind of shamed and disgraced pro gamer who's really strung out and addicted to BTLs. And in particular, he loves to watch like tactical, sniper, knight errant, lone star kind of stuff. And he's got pretty much a severe problem with that. And sometimes he's a little bit delusional, and he thinks he's either in a BTL or he's in a game. So that might happen from time to time.
Yep, that's not going to be a problem, guys. Don't worry about it. And just so you know, we've actually made kind of a custom kind of quality for him doing that. So we worked it out beforehand. So
yeah.
They'll be running around looking for power-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
real.
Roger that, Eagle One. My AP is too low. My HP is too low. Where are they going to respawn?
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see when that happens.
Yeah, definitely. Alrighty. So pretty much the premise of this is that your characters have been called up by a fixer or whoever is acting as your fixer and your contacts. basically saying that they've got a job for you. It's a bit of a investigatory job. You don't have to get your hands too dirty unless, of course, something happens. But nonetheless, it might take you around town a bit. You've been given a location to an apartment in the Redmond Barrens, and just told that there will be guards that will be meeting you there to take you up to the room in question that has also been given to you. Alrighty, so I'm assuming that everyone's going to be rocking up, and of course any special precautions that you guys would like to take, that is completely fine.
Alex would definitely have his Ares and the plastisteel restraints on him.
Oh yeah.
Dex will
Because of
have
that, yeah. Go on,
That's okay. Just Dex will have his Ares Predator, and he'll come in his car, I guess, for driving, with the rest of his gear in the trunk.
Yep. And just so you know, this is the kind of place where open weapons and heavy armor, I mean, they get double looks, but no one's ever going to fuck with you. This is, you know, the kind of place where the street gangs rule the streets. I mean, as long as you don't oppose them, you can do relatively well, walking around like a tough guy. And you carry illegal firearms.
So we don't need to take our silencers off?
No, you definitely need to carry them. I mean, you probably don't need them, as the rattling of gunfire can almost be constantly heard in the barracks.
Yeah.
At least in the distance in some way.
Crow will be rocking his tomahawks and his alchemical bag of herbs, as you kind of think that they never leave his side. He may sleep with these things on, but yeah.
Alrighty, so you guys will rock up your location, whether you drive there, bus there, taxi there, or however you get there. You arrive to basically seeing, you know, it's your average Baron's apartment, but the front of the actual building seems to have not a huge group of people, but a decent-sized group of people in protest right now to a maybe 5-man security team that's on the front door. They seem to be bickering and shouting, like, why the hell did you throw us out of our homes and stuff like that. And you guys rock up, so if you want, you guys at this point can describe your characters, what they're doing, how they arrived. If you want to do an introduction scene, you can. We'll start from my left to right again, so we'll start with Lloyd.
Right. So, what's this? Is a crowd, and are they blocking our path, or what's going on? So...
Yeah, the crowd's kind of like, you know, angry mob complaining that, you know, this security team isn't letting them in their homes, basically, is what's going on.
Oh, yeah. So, and we're supposed to rock up. What are we meeting? Sorry, a bar? I missed all that. I wasn't listening.
You're missing inside of it. You're actually meeting at this apartment building. You were told to talk to the security team at the front.
Alright, so like basically I'll fly in my crow form, of course, that's how I arrive. I try and find like a bit of a spot in the crowd where I won't be crushed as I transform into human, kind of using the cover around me. Like, so not many people pay attention other than the few people that turn around and just see a weird thing just forming in front of them, and they can just run and scream, but not many people will pay attention. And I will continue pushing through the crowd and going towards the security team. People see me wearing my armor jacket like a big trench coat. It's open through the middle, and you'll see that I'm not wearing a shirt underneath. I'm wearing pants, of course, I'm not some kind of creep. I have dreadlocks, which are tied behind my head in a ponytail, and the sides of my head are shaved. In my dreadlocks are metal rings of varying size, just suspended into my dreads. And then I have a ring through my nose, and then rings through my earlobes. And then there's this alchemical bag hanging off my side, and I make my way to the security guards.
All right, Dennis.
Spider rolls up in his van, the side door opening so that he can security out. As he makes his exit, one of his drones flies up in the air to circle his van. He has a heavy jacket on. He's wearing goggles, but they're up on his head. They're not over his eyes at the moment. And given the location, he has his gun mounted to his modified wheelchair beside him. As he begins making his way, I imagine the crowd parts for him.
Oh,
rather
immediately. I
easily.
mean, on top of the man turning into a crow in the middle of them, and now the Spider-Man arriving, they are definitely dispersing at this point. Either through, like, what the hell is going on, fear, or general disgust, you're not too sure. Alrighty, Dev.
Well, compared to those two guys, Dex looks pretty unassuming and normal. He comes in, he's just wearing normal street clothes. He's got a long trench coat, a lined semi-armored coat. So it covers his gun, nobody can see that. But he's got his deck on him with the shoulder strap. And he just looks kind of like he's not really... He sees the crowd, but his mind's somewhere else already, and he's just kind of like his hands are a little twitching on the deck, like he's just itching to get back in again. And he just makes his way through the crowd into the building.
All right.
He's more curious about the spider guy and the flying crow than he is about the crowd.
Oh, yeah. Michael.
All right, well, Alex pulls up in his black sedan, steps out, brown hair slicked back in a ponytail, sunglasses on, he sort of readjusts them, and pushes his way through the crowd, pointing at the spider. I'm with that guy. Hold on. Let me through.
All right, and Rudy.
I walk in and I'm wearing very expensive armored clothing, the Mortimer red suit.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to this place once before, but not often, so I'm still a little cautious. I look around, and then after I glance around, I make my way to Mr. Johnson.
All right. So all you guys are pretty much at this point stopped by the security team in one way or another. They look you guys over quickly, confirm with the Johnson, kind of send them through, and it's yep. You guys all get sent up. So one of the actual guys, security teams at the front, it seems that you guys have dispersed the crowd, by the way. They've all gotten out of the way and generally left this area due to the monstrous people that are around now. So pretty much you guys are taken upstairs in this apartment building. It seems, pretty much completely bare. There are some guards around the place that are kind of surveying the area as well. Until eventually you kind of led through. This place kind of reminds you of like a crime scene, I guess, where cops would be. But these guys aren't cops. They're some kind of freelance security team from what you can tell. And I mean, cops are coming to Redmond Barrens anyway, so this is definitely a spectacle that is different. And you guys eventually led into a room. It seems to be a fairly well-worn apartment, and on the actual floor itself, you can actually see like some kind of tarp, kind of body bag type thing, kind of laying there on the ground, and a man sitting on a chair right now sipping at some kind of alcoholic beverage, from what you can tell. And as he sees you, he just tells you guys to sit down. There isn't exactly seats laid out for you, it's just various furniture that's around the place.
So I don't know if Dex is really going to sit down in the middle of a murder scene, but he'll kind of move off to the side and stay out of the way of everything and see what this guy has to say. He's got his attention now.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm guessing everyone sits down and all that. I mean, it's fine if they can't, but just sit down as much as you can. And Johnson clears his throat. Says, well, as you can see here, this is a little bit of a murder scene, hence why you were called up at such short notice. Cops don't come out here, but to be honest, what I want you to do is not just find out who did this, but also kill them horribly. Maybe even videotape it, send it to me. I'm a bit of a guy who likes vengeance. Anyway, I mean, pretty much, I guess it's that. Whoever did this, kill the motherfuckers, rip them to pieces. If it's a group, do it to the whole group. Whatever, I don't care. I'm willing to pay you guys 15 grand each at this point. I will warn you, as he kind of gets up and steps over to the body-bagged corpse. As he opens it, you guys see before you a young boy, probably around 15, 17, utterly flayed. Like he's been, lots of, like he's been hit by a whip over and over again, various different implements, or like tiny little scratches everywhere. And he has a deep cut pentagram on his forehead. And then underneath, something in Latin. If you know Latin. Even though I should make you make a knowledge check for that, but not that.
Is what? What's underneath it? Sorry.
Text in
It's
Latin.
basically writing in another language.
Wait, sorry. Was that carved in, or is it?
He carved into his face.
Okay. Did we see any kind of this stuff at the apartment of satanic people? Or-
The people that have been in this before, that pentagram there looks strikingly similar to the ones that you've been seeing in their rituals.
Okay.
Does he have any more information on his end about this, or just this is the first time he's seen it and he just wanted to hire somebody to deal with it and get revenge?
Simple as that. All I know is what is here, and, well, I know that there have been a few other murders similar enough to this one, as in that on his head. As he points to the pentagram.
Okay.
They weren't flayed like him, though. They're a bit different.
And were they in the same location or elsewhere?
Nope. All across Seattle.
Okay.
At this point, he gives you guys some data chips or electronic paper, whatever you prefer, with they're really small dossiers. This guy obviously hasn't done a super amount of research. This shit looks like stuff that's pulled off of like news websites.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them was found is a research professor who was working on very controversial work, who died of not sleeping. And he also had that strange pentagram on his head. The pentagram was completely separate to how he died. Another one was a ex-Olympics bodybuilder who had joined the like wear scene, basically. Because in Shadowrun, there's bodybuilders these days, but imagine you could get super metal arms and stuff like that. So there's a whole scene for getting wear, and this guy was deep in that. Actually, for a long time, there was articles about him becoming a cyber zombie, basically, like going crazy, getting cyberpsychosis. But he was found dead recently, about a couple of days ago, with the same pentagram in his head. And another one was actually a wanted serial rapist who was actually found dead. He'd actually been dead for a couple of days. Basically, this guy had been wanted by the cops for a long time. But he was found finally. He had like a sex dungeon kind of thing. He was also dead, and he had a similar pentagram. But the writing on their foreheads were all different. The actual words on them.
How did the cyber guy die? What was the method?
He died of too much wear.
Okay.
All right, at this point, Alex removes his sunglasses and looks over the body before looking over at our resident mage. What do you make of this?
I open my bag, and I pull out the dust that everyone's so familiar with if you've run with me before. And I put my thumb in it, and I walk around to each person's forehead. If you're going to push me away, tell me. I'll take note of it.
I'll take it this time.
And yeah, pop. Yeah, pop up to Spider, pop up to Dev, and up to Ruby. What's your character's name, Ruby? I forgot.
Voen. Voen.
V-O-E-N. Okay, yeah, Vaughn. Yeah, and I'm gonna. So you see me walk up with my thumb with like red dust on it, and I'm trying to put it on your forehead. Will you accept, or will you push me away?
I don't mind. Can I do an sensing roll?
Yeah, if you've got actual sight, you certainly can do some sensing.
Yes, I do. I do. Let's see. So how do I do in a sensing roll?
That's
Do I have the
intuition
skill
plus
plus?
your sensing. So
Okay.
if you've got any charm, it'll most likely just tell you the total anyway.
I'm just gonna
Intuition
go ahead.
4, a sensing 4, so that's 8.
Just roll those dice for me. Tell me how many hits you get.
All right. And it's 8d6.
Yeah, 86 is made. With that little dice roll I sent you, just hit the 8. And you're looking for 5 pluses, by the way, if you don't know.
Dex is going to want to do some research later too. After.
Well, you can make that roll now.
Basically, yeah. I'll start talking when everything's up, but yeah, you do it.
Can you see it? The roll?
Yeah, we can see
over
it.
my...
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
It's better off if you tell me anyway, man, because to be honest, I don't always have the screen open. You just kind of tell me what you get. Okay, so you got 2 hits. With 2 hits, you know that he's casting a spell on you right now. You don't know what. You also know that his aura tells you that he's in DMH.
I let him.
Right. So I just got a force 3 mind net, no drain on that, and I'm sustaining that through my Foki. Basically, all of you start hearing me talk in your mind. A few of you are already familiar with this, and I just do what I always do. I apologize to anyone that doesn't know this, but I have lost my ability to talk, so I have to communicate to you through this. But the benefit of this is we can all communicate with each other and share sight and thoughts, seamlessly, up to 30 meters away from me right now. And yeah, so I'm sorry. What's Michael has? So what do I make of this? Well, I just say indeed this seems like Julia's work. Who is she seemed possibly doing some kind of black magic rituals on these people. Perhaps I'll have to do maybe some sensing, see if I can pick up some astral signatures. So I can probably do that now. In fact, if I do that, and then I'll see that the other. Well, I just saw him sense me, so I kind of go, and I am glad that we have another mage to help me. So we can both do a sensing check, I guess, in the area around us.
Yeah, if you want to sense the corpse, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go for.
So that'd be another sensing check if you both want to sense the corpse.
Yeah. Oh, that was rubbish. 2 hits.
Alrighty, with 2 hits, having a look at it, there does seem to be some latent mana, and it's tied directly to the actual forehead as well. You can't see the actual symbol itself. You can't see any other latent mana lying around. They must have gotten rid of their signatures. That's something you can tell, Blue. They've gotten rid of their signatures. Whoever did this was careful.
No worries. I probably won't be able to tell what kind of spell it is.
No, you can't.
I guess that's really all I could pick up from that. If Vion or whatever, I forget. I'm bad for names. I just wants to do another assessment check and see if we can find anything more.
Yeah, Rudy, if you want to assess the corpse, man.
I also rolled 2.
Alright, yeah, you get the same.
Okay. Yeah, basically I say that this is definitely some kind of magical ritual they've been doing, but they've left no trace that I can pick up. Yeah. What would be interesting though is if we could get the text from each of those corpses and find a way to translate it. It might give us a lead.
Yeah, Dex would like to get on that.
Alright, so you can do data search checks to try to find out what it says. Anyway, while this is happening, the Johnson continues and just reminds you. Anyway, 15k to take out the people. Just so you know, this person here, this body is my son. So that leave a matter of importance here. And I am also a very important man. So don't fuck with me.
I remind our face that this Julia is a very, very powerful mage. and if we're going to be going up against her, 15k, maybe we could haggle that up a bit, maybe, if we're lucky.
All right, Alex speaks up to Mr. Johnson. Look, this woman here is a very, very powerful mage, and
He looks at you really confused.
15 is a bit low. I mean, this is
a man.
No, I think he doesn't have a background check. I think he needs to know, like, we've dealt with her before. Would be just remind him of that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We've dealt with her and her kind before, and yeah, she's very powerful.
Well, I know they're mages. I didn't know there was a woman in control. I mean, my fixers dealt with this together, nonetheless. Thought very well. I mean, if you do know them, and you know what's going on, then I mean, if you want some more cash for this, I can give you some up front, and I can add some little bit extra to sugar at the end. So if you want to make a negotiation check, you sure can.
All right, let's see. Yeah. How do I do that?
Well, you roll a charisma plus. Well, it should just be in Chama. Just just look at the total. The highest number when looking at the negotiation skill.
A negotiation skill. I see a 13.
Yes. Your total, I think you get a +4 from extraneous bonuses. Never because I had that character for a while, so just roll 17 dice.
I have 4 hits.
Alrighty. With 4 hits, he just says to you he'll do it for. He'll give you guys 5 up front, and in total he'll give you guys 16.5.
That's fair.
So you'll get 5 now, and you get 11.5 later, just to cover expenses and stuff like that.
All right. Nice job.
He also goes on to tell you that he's not sure why the hell his son is here. All he knows that is that his son actually called him in a bit of a confused, delirious manner, saying that someone was trying to kill him. And then he was like this. I came immediately with my security team, and we've been here ever since. And we've tried to get the rail to as well.
Okay, Mr. Johnson. Her thing seems to be luring teenagers and young kids with some sort of magical ability. Have you noticed any sort of awakening in your son?
No, he's not awakened.
Oh.
Anyway, this is what I'm asking. Dev, did you roll that data check back?
So that's a computer plus intuition.
Yeah, man.
And then I'm jacked in hot, so that's
Alright, so you're going to be going in VRI?
Yep.
You fall asleep somewhere? Yep.
So that's going to be... I'll just move off to the side and do it.
So what are you data searching right now? You're just going to be kind of using pictures that you could easily take and have from the files and try to kind of do some Google image searching with the images?
Yeah, basically it's take a picture of just the carvings, like the language, not the body. I'm not going to be disrespectful like that. Just zoom in on the actual language and take some of the language from the other files that he gave us and try to cross-reference everything for some deeper searches, see if anything comes up on what kind of language it is or if there's been other hits for it. So I got 4 hits for that.
All right, with 4 hits, you can pretty easily find and work out what the languages are. It's most definitely Latin, like I accidentally said. And the professor has, excuse my terrible Latin, conocimiento, which means knowledge. The rapist has carne, which means flesh. The kid has emotion, which means excitement. And the bodybuilder has, it's actually perfection, which is just perfection.
Okay.
Now, looking around on the internet with those phrases and stuff as well, and cross-referencing, you're actually able to find some scripture, some very odd stuff, based off of a demon known as Asmodeus, which is the demon of lust, one of the princes of the seven, one of the seven princes of the seven hells. Now, those phrases where they talk about lust for, and then they lust for knowledge, lust for flesh. But there's one missing. It says lust for power. There's 5 of them.
Okay, so we know who the next victim's going to be then, generally. I'll relay that information to the rest of the team, and with my thoughts on it, that looks like this is the pattern. Now, you guys said that you're familiar with her already, but I think Dex is not really familiar with her, because this is, I think, his first time joining you guys.
Oh yeah, he's probably yeah.
So is there anything you guys want to tell him about her that he should know that might help him to research this?
Not anything off the top of my head, but I remember there was videos of them testing their powers, and it seemed, weren't they testing it out on innocent people and killing them?
Pretty much, they were teaching and mass recruiting mages. That's it. They were mass teaching mages black magic.
They weren't killing innocent people to test out their powers or anything.
I mean, the kids were, but
yeah. So these guys may not be awakened, but they just might be just pigs for the slaughter. And
yeah,
I might
just by looking at all of this, none of them are awakened, and all of them seem to be different. The only thing that really is the same in their lives and them is the way that they died. Is that they seem to have died in a specific way when it's talking about lust for. So like lust for knowledge, the guy died in his plight for knowledge, stuff like that.
Are they all the same meta type?
No, they're all different meta types.
Okay.
The lust for perfection is a troll. The knowledge guy is an elf. This kid is a human. And the other guy is a human as well.
How many meta types are there? Oh, troll, human, elf, dwarf. There's 5 meta types. Oh! No, there's more now. Thanks to the running faster.
Well, 2 of them are humans, so I don't think it's based on meta type.
Yeah.
We need to find a pinnacle of power, someone who's seeking power that would be within her reach or sphere of influence.
Yeah. Well, these guys were all killed in the same area, weren't they? Or are they all over Seattle?
All over Seattle.
All over Seattle.
If I can cross-reference the locations of the murders with a map of Seattle, is there any geometric pattern? Like a pentagram or anything that forms on the map?
Indeed it does.
Yeah, there we
And the final point is in the center of downtown.
Okay, there you go. So we need a person of power in downtown, center of downtown.
Alright, you guys could research that, and I could go to my my contact, who's a very powerful talismonger and alchemist, and I could ask him about some further information about the ritual.
Sure.
So it's what up.
Is there anything else that either Rudy, Michael, or Dennis would like to do?
No, not at the moment.
No.
I asked Dennis, maybe he could send a spy drone to kind of survey that whole area, looking for anything out of the norm. So and
What, surveying this area here?
No, the where the final point of the pentagram forms.
The downtown core?
Just in case anything starts to happen while we're researching, if we're lucky enough to see it.
I'll try to help Spider by researching just recent news, local news about the downtown core, and try to get some hits on any news articles about some politicians or men of power, conventions, speakers, anything like that that might be happening in the downtown core.
Yeah, sure.
Soon.
Make a search check.
Okay. 5 hits for that.
Alright, 5 hits, you actually find one pretty quickly. Actually, remember, if any of your characters actually look at news, this has been a bit of a thing recently. Right now, there's been, not well, there's not a mayoral election anytime soon, but there's definitely candidates still out there. And one someone who's already put himself up for candidation at the moment has recently had a corruption scandal associated with him. His name is Garrett Ismuth. And basically, this guy has been cohorting with all kinds of underground stuff using underhanded tactics, and some people say even magic. And right now, he's in court. And his court settlement is actually going to be tomorrow.
Okay, there's where we gotta be, gentlemen.
I mean, you do find some other stuff, but this one pings at least the brightest.
Yeah. Do you guys need to do anything more with this guy?
No.
Okay, where should we go to plan? We only have 1 day.
Right, so, Dennis, you had your drones kind of fly up and stuff. Did you want to make them do perception checks around this area? Because knowing your character, he would have done that. So let's roll those.
And do I roll? What do I need to roll for that?
It's sensor plus your sensor plus device rating, I think, for the drone itself. Unless you're looking through the drone's eyes and kind of listening, then it's your electronic warfare. It's up to you though. Like if you're actually controlling the drones, kind of.
Yeah, it wouldn't be at this point, so it'd be their sensors plus
device rating.
Device
or
rating.
Sensor constant is fine if you can't find the device rating.
Okay, yeah. Four hits.
Alright. With 4 hits, it seems everything is fine. I mean, apart from the crowd up front getting a little bit rowdy, there doesn't seem to be any bit of a problem. No one's watching.
Right. So I'm gonna shoot a text at my buddy Charles Mungo. I haven't come up with a name yet.
Yeah.
Just like, are you free at your shop? I just want to shoot a couple questions at you about a run I'm working on.
He says, sure.
Yeah.
Magic problems.
Yeah, exactly that. I'll fly over. And
then you come in with Boeing 747.
yeah. So I'll just take 4s in my shape change because I'll be rolling 16 dice, so that's 4 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I resist or drain, so I'm fine. And I head over there.
Alright. So, Louis, you head over to your talismonger at his shop. Heading around the back once again, he has tea prepared and at the ready for you.
Good.
And he kind of sits down with you. And seeing the worried look on your face, very similar to the last time, he says, doing a run against the same people, are we?
Yeah, Julia's at it again, and I feel like she's in the middle of a ritual. A big one.
Give me more specifics.
I have a hacker on my team, and he did a bit of research, and he's picked up the ritual has something to do with Asmodeus. We found 4 people. We believe there's going to be a 5th one. We found the words perfection, knowledge, flesh, and what was the 4th one?
It's like kind of like excitement, like the rush.
Oh, excitement.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's missing is power.
Yeah. He kind of quotes a little bit from the verse itself in Latin. And he says, I did some research a little bit on Juliet's cult, and I did find that indeed she is centered around Asmodeus, at least her sect of dark magic, or at least what she has adopted. The strange thing is that most dark magicians use symbols of pentagrams, even swastikas and things like that, just to merely intimidate people. But from During my research, I saw that she has embraced it. Now, I mean, there's always the thing with spirits, and you kind of explain spirit. You already know them, but spirits manifest and stuff like that based on human beliefs and things like that. And it is possible that a spirit of the seven princes of hell could exist. Now, if indeed summoning one involves an ancient ritual, then whatever she's found is probably pretty accurate. Probably going to work, at least in some way or another. Whether or not it's exactly what you wanted, I don't know.
So, would you have any idea on how to disrupt it? Could I break the pentagram? Because what we found is it seemed the whole ritual seems to form a pentagram over the city, and she's missing the fifth tip of it. Could we perhaps disrupt one of the other tips, like say the bodies, or is that not possible? Would you have any knowledge of that?
If you disrupted the pentagram, or at least the drawing of the ritual, you disrupt the start of it. I mean, usually in these there is a sacrifice in the center of some kind. At least in these kinds of rituals. But I mean, you will stop the drawing of the pentagram. Now, this is obviously something that is needed, and if this is something that's going to help you complete your run, I suggest you do it.
Yeah. We just kind of right now we need to find who could be the current person of power. Didn't we just kind of have a bit of a lead on someone before?
You did, yeah.
The court case guy, yeah.
Yeah, Garrett.
Okay. We have, we're making an educated guess that it may be him, or at least someone associated within that court case, because the coordinates kind of match up there. But
well,
it seems like
I will tell you this: usually with these kinds of things, coaxing people into sin, that's probably what has happened. These people probably didn't naturally occur; they would have had to find them or create them. It is possible that there is a puppet master behind this, making sure that each of these people were killed the way that they wanted to. Either as masquerading as a friend, maybe he was actually family or something like that, or he, she, whatever.
Yeah.
But there either is probably some kind of team or person or people behind these sacrifices orchestrated.
Yeah. Well, sadly, I can't astrally track them because they've wiped their signatures, and my sensing isn't as powerful as my other magical aspects.
You know, it's
Difficult. What if I offer you some of my pay? Would you sense for me?
well. I mean, if his wife is single, that's one thing. Do you have anything else? Do you have the corpse of one of them?
Yes, we do exactly have that. And I believe if this is going to target a lot of... Because since this ritual is Seattle-wide, I believe that this ritual could affect all of Seattle and possibly more. And if this is a prince of hell, or a spirit of that magnitude, this is going to be a big deal. So we need to stop this.
He stands up and he says, I don't think payment is in order. I think this is something that we have to deal with one way or another.
I thank you, my friend. Always by my side.
Am I there with him?
No, this is just us. This is us
Okay.
right now. Yeah, I flew off. You guys are doing your own thing right now, like in the same time period.
So pretty much at this point, he's going to come back, and in the meantime, you guys are back at the place. You guys could have left. It's completely up to you. We're going to swap back to you guys, and you guys can kind of talk out and mull out your decision, things like that. Or if there's anything else you want to talk to Jonathan about, or look at the corpse.
Dex doesn't really need to see the corpse anymore, and he's ready to leave the murder scene. If anybody else wants to go too.
I would like to sense the corpse one more time.
Sure. You'll be doing it at -2, because you've already assessed it before.
-2, okay. Let's see. Can I spend edge?
Yeah, you can spend an edge or reroll or initial edge. Fine.
How do I spend edge?
You lower your edge by 1, or at least the current edge you have, lower your maximum edge, and then do it. You
How
can
much-
either reroll, or when you initially roll it, you can add your edge to the check, and then each 6 you get, you roll again.
Okay,
Yeah.
8 minus 2 plus 3 is 9. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do that. And the target number is always 5?
5 up, yeah.
Yeah, 5 up.
Okay, I get 3 successes.
Did you re-roll any 6s that you rolled? Like, because you get extra hits for each.
No, I
for each
didn't
six-
get any 6s.
Oh, you didn't? That's unfortunate.
Alright, so because you got more, we're able to explain a little bit more. That spell itself right there is used for some kind of ritual. The ritual itself is used for some kind of binding spell, like a binding a spirit. You think that this is like one giant material component kind of thing, a reagent. This is a human reagent, a very complicated one. Whatever this is used for must be very powerful, you know that.
Okay, and I explained that to the rest of the team that's there at the scene.
All right. Well, Alex is a druggie, so he's gonna go ahead and check the body for any kind of like needle marks or anything that could show signs of being drugged.
This guy has taken at least 5 different kinds of drugs. All potions.
There's the excitement.
You knew that being a
But
drug addict.
roll a visual perception check on it too.
Visual perception.
Yeah, as you kind of look in the markings and stuff. On the
All right, that's it. 5 hits.
Looking at all the cuts and marks and stuff that are around his body, and looking at them and the direction they came from, and notice that all this shit is self-inflicted.
I go ahead and share that with the rest of the group.
So that goes in line with what Kroll found out, that these people almost volunteered for this, in a sense. They were at least willing or aware of what was happening to them. Not just like random innocent victims.
Or were restrained and unable to fight back.
He was on 5 different drugs, so it's possible his view on reality was not quite clear with what was happening to him.
Notice in the color of the room that it seems that not just one is staying up. Or anyone really. I mean, anyone who looks into it can find that pretty easily.
Hey, together, guys, do you think we need to look into the access that she had to these people? Like how did this kid get involved with her? How did all the other people get involved with her? And then we can maybe backtrack with the next guy and try to catch her on the approach, or catch her preemptively.
And maybe look into see if there was any connection, something that tied these individuals together as well.
That's right. That's what I'm thinking. If we can find more of this pattern, then we can try to anticipate the pattern.
While all this is going on, Spider is going to reach up and remove his ocular drone from his eye socket. Going to just have it fly around the room, recording the scene as well as the body.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Does it actually look like an eyeball when it's flying around?
Yeah, it's basically like an eyeball. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think isn't it your actual eye, Dennis? Is it cyber eye?
Yeah, this one I am. I have ones that are like eyeball size and stuff, but this one is actually one of my eyes that I can pull out.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
by the way,
That's awesome.
the ocular drone it has to be a cyber eye to do it. You can't have normal eyes on the ocular drone. I checked. I thought it would be way funny to get the actual eyes flying around.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I do have cyber eyes. Yeah, it's not just an eyeball.
I try.
Well, when I see him do that, I focus and use the
Yes,
adept
go
power,
ahead.
three-dimensional memory.
Oh, yeah, that's a power. Oh,
That's pretty awesome.
I'm gonna do some more Matrix stuff while these guys
Yeah.
are sensing and oculating.
Hey, Dennis, can you
Do I have
roll
to
me
make a
a
roll for
perception check, please, on your drone?
So I'd like to run that cross check, just while he's looking that up.
So, what are you actually searching up, man? What are you looking for?
Just some background on the different victims and see if there's any more of this pattern between them. I don't know, just call up any basically data on them that I can find if they've been part of a similar membership or they've been to similar places or any kind of connection between them.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to take a while with that one.
Okay, that's 5 hits again.
Alright. Alrighty, Dennis, can you roll me your perception check, please? For your drones.
And that's the same as before, the sensors plus the device rating?
Yeah. Of your fly spies or whatever you're using. You run a drone? I can't remember.
5 hits.
Okay, with 5 hits, your drone kind of thing is flying around, and right now it's focusing on the mob out front. There aren't heaps of people anymore. Some people have dispersed. But you notice someone right now kind of arguing or whatever with one of the guards. There's only about one of them out the actual front there at the moment, because there's only a couple people out there. And then, quite strangely, he immediately walks inside, and the person that was talking to him walks away briskly. This is odd. Because
He's
the guards have been
outside right
staying
now?
defiantly the whole time. Yeah.
We got someone coming in from outside.
The Johnson looks around. Who is it?
I don't know, he seemed to talk his way past your security.
No. The guy hasn't talked his way past the security. The security turned around and walked inside.
Oh, the security
The guy
did.
walked away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the guy
Gotcha,
just walked
okay.
away.
It's one of your security.
Where am I at this point, Tom? Am I at the door? Am I the one at this door?
No, you'd be gone. You'd be still chronologically. You're probably still flying.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still jacked in, I think.
Yeah. To look through the raw data you're looking through, that would take like half an hour to an hour.
Yep.
Anyway, so at this point, maybe about 30 seconds later, you guys hear a knock on the door itself, and then you can hear the voices of the guards outside just went, "Hey, Jimmy, you alright? What's wrong? Your eyes look weird, man." "Hello, are you talking?" Jimmy continues to knock on the door.
Oh.
The Johnson looks kind of confused, and he just kind of looks at you guys.
Well, I step away. Go ahead. You were first.
Sorry, yeah, I have my ocular drone return. I put it back in as I move from the door and bring the gun that's mounted on my lower half pointed towards the door.
That's awesome.
You hear some more chatter from the guards, like, "Jimmy, what? Wait, what the hell is that? Jimmy, why have you got a grenade?" Boom! The whole door itself explodes. Anyone inside of that room, I'm assuming they went right near the door, but either way, you guys have to make a intuition plus reaction check and a -2 anyone that's in the room, as the whole half of that wall explodes off as the high explosive grenades damages the flimsy old walls of the forgotten department.
Dex was jacked into the Matrix, so he was totally oblivious to the grenade going off in the room. And
so just make your body plus
yeah.
body plus
So-
armor with a -2 to AP. You just straight up roll that because you can't roll any intuition plus reaction.
Okay.
You automatically roll no hits.
Okay, body plus armor. Okay.
This is one
8
of the-
hits.
Oh,
So your intuition plus reaction, you got 8. Yep. So you were actually completely able to dodge out of the way, shielding
Yeah, 'cause
yourself.
I have wired reflexes, which is very helpful.
Oh wow, yeah.
yeah, okay.
So I got 2 hits on that.
Use edge.
With 2 hits,
I'm telling
you're
you.
gonna take.
Okay.
Wait, I told you to use edge. Don't resolve that.
6 hits. I'll use my edge. 6 hits.
You take 2 points of physical damage.
okay.
Michael and Ruby, what do you guys get?
I got 3 hits.
Is that for you dodging? Now roll a body plus armor check and a -2 as well. And then tell me what you got in total. So the 3 hits plus the check that you got there. And Michael, what'd you get?
You said reflex, reaction
Intuition?
and intuition.
-2.
Okay. Intuition -2.
Intuition reaction -2.
One hit.
Basically, all dodge checks are intuition plus reaction, but you get -2 with the explosion.
Oh,
Because dodging
okay,
explosions is a lot harder. That's all it is. Alright, so you got 1 hit. Alright, make a body plus
three.
I get a -2 as well.
Okay.
Oh, you got 3.
Yeah, it was a 3.
I got 7 hits.
With 7 hits in total, you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Dex would like to come out of the Matrix now.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, at this point, I want you to make a willpower plus composure check. Thanks, whatever his name is.
Okay, willpower. Yep, willpower plus composure.
Michael, are you okay? You were knowing where your rolls are, or do you need hand there?
I know. I think I need a little bit of a hand. You said willpower, which
Alright,
is
so
3 here.
knowing your armor right now is 13, and your body is 3, roll 16, so -2, so it's 14 dice. Roll 14 dice.
That's 4
Because
hits.
your body armor is 13 in total, and I know that because I made the character, and your body is 3. So 3 plus 13, 16, -2 because of the AP of the weapon, so that's 14 dice.
14.
Yeah.
All right, that's 3 hits.
So and you got 3 to dodge, so you take. You got what? How many? Did you get to dodge again, Michael? Again? How many hits?
3.
Oh,
3. So
yeah, 3.
yes, you take 2 points damage. So how much did you get again, Dex?
4 hits.
Alright, with 4 hits, you kind of wake up. The world kind of flashes around you, starting to turn a little bit artificial. Health bars start to rise as everyone starts to look like enemies from your favorite FPS shooter. You start to feel incredibly heavy and hyperventilating as kind of it flickers back and forth as if you're not sure if you're in power or not, but you're able to snap out of it and everything's fine. But you're like breathing a million miles an hour and your heart's going crazy and you're sweating like mental.
Yeah. Dex is a little bit freaked out. He doesn't mind if he totally goes into that world. He would have been fine with that. But the flicking back and forth is like tripping him out too much, and he's really confused. So he's just gonna try to collect himself for a minute, figure out which world he's in.
Yeah. Okie dokie, so you guys have just been in the wake of the explosion. The Johnson itself is, he was actually closest to the door. He is on the ground unconscious at the moment, bleeding everywhere. And the guards at the front are completely dead as they took a fucking HE grenade to the face. There were about 3 guards there. One of the guards are the ones that walked up there.
Can I try to enter stealth and avoid everybody and just try to watch and see what happens?
What are you looking for? I'm wondering
Well, I'm
where
looking for
stealthing-
enemies to come near the front of the door, and I want to sneak around behind them.
Pretty much there are no enemies whatsoever upon
Okay.
doing that. There's nothing. It seemed that that guy was somehow compelled to walk up to the front door, hold a hand grenade, and kill himself.
I'll
And
ask
this is one
Spider.
who spotted the person who did it.
Spider, did you record that? The footage? Like
Of
of the guy who was talking to the security guard? Like, did we capture his face or his image, or did you just see that and then that was it? Like, were you recording at the same
yeah,
time? Like,
unless I specified, but probably wouldn't have been recording. Would have hit.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I'm
You
gonna
weren't
start
recording
heading.
Dennis, or were you recording?
I hadn't said I was, so that probably would have
I
been
mean,
smart.
it's completely fine. Like, if your character would. I don't mind.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that would make sense to do that, or especially in this situation, to look in the crowd. We may have had leads of, things.
So
It
we
would've
have
made
his
sense.
face. We have an image of the guy.
Yeah.
And if that image was shared, then Dex is gonna go back into mental mode a little bit, and he's gonna pull out his gun, and he's gonna be like, let's go, I'm on point, and he's gonna go out the door, and he's gonna go looking for that guy. He's just gonna rush out, like checking hallways and moving down hallways, and he's gonna go out.
That's what I'm gonna do as well. Is make my way as fast as I can to my van, so that I can jack into the drone and see if I can track the guy.
Sure. And at this point, I'm going to say Bluey is going to be running back, and everyone else can do what they will.
So I'm gonna walk in, and probably immediately see the Johnson on the floor bleeding out. Is he still alive?
You don't know. No one's done anything about it.
I check his pulse.
He's very weak.
I am going to throw down a 4/6 heal spell on him.
Sure.
I get 4 hits.
With 4 hits, the Johnson splutters and coughs and wakes up.
All right,
Looking
Alex
around
sort of
confused.
Alex sort of picks himself off of the floor. What the hell was that? Looks over at Crow. Is he still going to pay us?
He looks around and he says, "Well, I'm alive," as he kind of spits out some blood from his mouth. So yeah.
I will periodically go around and heal each of you because I don't know. Inside of the game, I don't know how much damage you've taken, so I'm all going to do 4/6 on all of you. So that's 1.
Spider
2.
doesn't appear to be injured.
Dex is already out of the room. He's running down the hallways, checking corners, going clear, moving, clear.
Oh, wait,
On his way
so
out.
who's in the room actually? Yeah, who's in the room just now?
Well, I got a quick
Rudy,
question.
are you leaving to go with him too? Rudy, are you going with him? Are you running out?
Yes, I'm going with him.
Yeah, cool.
I got a quick question. Do I have the ability to control my drones wirelessly?
Shit, yeah, dude, you can give them commands, like, you don't have to actually jack in to do checks through them.
Okay.
It's just,
Then, yeah, rather
you
than
just
run
gotta do it.
I'm
Yeah.
going to do that. I'm going to give it my drone a command to follow that figure that I saw talking to the guard.
Well, first you need to find this and make a perception check. You can either use electronic warfare or you can use it as a sensor plus device rating. Because the guy pretty much walked away as soon as he did that,
Right.
and he went around the building.
Now, the
outside
electronic
of the drone site.
warfare is when I'm, like, controlling it, correct?
Yeah, but you can control it in AR. You just kind of get out like you need to control it through your mind. You just kind of stand there, like, kind of controlling an AR.
Right.
You don't have to be jacked into that. It's just when you hot sim, you actually get +2. kind of thing.
Right.
You sign the draw.
So it's electronic warfare plus. Do I add anything to warfare for that, or is it a straight roll?
Electronic warfare plus logic, so a normal electronic warfare check.
Five hits.
All right. Kind of moving the drone up and doing a large scan of the area, kind of like just trying to take as many pictures as possible, listening around through the cameras and the microphones and stuff. You're able to actually spot a vehicle which is right now driving away from the scene. It's a red sedan.
Well, I don't know if it's a real one, but it probably has a plate or something like that. I'll try to get that footage of the plate.
Yeah, sure. There's like matrix plates, which is kind of it's got its own ID, and you most definitely can get that. So you can kind of make a matrix perception check to find this vehicle in the matrix.
And what does that involve? Or is that something the
A
decker would
matrix
do?
perception check. But that's definitely something. Well, the decker can hack into the car.
Yeah, once you tell me about the car, then I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I'll pop over the comm a red sedan, and I'll give the ID number.
Okay, Dex is gonna run out to his car. He's gonna sit in his car. He's gonna jack in again. He's gonna try to hack that car and make it stop.
All right. And Rudy, do you want to try to follow the car on foot, or do you just want to cease the chase?
I'm going to attempt to follow on foot. It's probably not going to be too successful, but I'm going to do that anyways.
Yeah, maybe a running check. So it's a strength plus your running, or whatever just base says for the record.
Okay.
Usually they have it combined, but the actual check is strength plus running.
4 plus... Okay, that's a 10 total pool.
Yep.
So, I got 4 successes.
Alright, with 4 successes, you're able to sprint out of the building quickly and pretty much run around the corner. Now, you're able to get a shot on the vehicle. It's only one, and it has to be with a ranged weapon or thrown, depending. The car itself is about 30 meters away.
Okay, I have a short bow that's concealable. It's very small.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to attack try to shoot one of the tires with that.
Sure.
Now, since I'm jacked into my drone, can I get an attack off with that as well?
Yeah. If your drone is a gun, you can big fire at it.
Yeah. Okay. And that would be gunnery.
And I'm going to use 1 point of edge on this roll.
Sure. Dennis?
So that would be gunnery, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it is gunnery.
So let's see.
So I got 4 successes.
With 4 successes, easily able to hit the wheel of the car as it rides away, puncturing the tire itself.
Nice.
But of course, immediately snapping the arrow.
Right.
Because it'll kind of hit the ground, shatter. But that would actually rip up the tire more, so that's kind of good.
Is the car still moving, or did it stop?
Yeah, the car's going. It's just running combat. The tongue is frozen because we're going to get involved.
All right.
Alright, Dennis, what do you got, man? What did you get for your hits?
Yeah, I got 4 hits.
With 4 hits, what exactly are you doing? Trying to shoot tires, trying to shoot the guy driving, trying to pepper the car with bullet fire? What are you doing?
Yeah, just trying to take out the vehicle as I don't, hopefully if we can question who the people are. I don't want to necessarily take them out, not knowing who they are. So I'm going to try to disable the vehicle by taking the tires out.
You fire for the tires, and basically at this point the vehicle itself starts to slide off the road. And I want everybody to roll initiative. I'm allowing anybody that wasn't outside to have run outside during this time, and I want everyone to roll initiative.
Now, can I use my? Would I use my rigger initiative since I'm using my drones, or
if you are AR, you use your physical initiative. If you are a VR, you use your VR initiative.
Yeah, I'm using because I have the hot VR.
Yeah.
And my what is it? And my comlink. So.
This kind of a dumb question. Is DP data processor? Data processing?
It is.
Okay.
All right, here's another dumb question. It says initiative is 10 plus 1d6. Do I roll 1d6 and add 10 to it?
Yes.
Yep. You count the face. It's not hits. It's you count the face dice and add to.
All right,
to it.
so it will be 15 for me.
All right. So you got 15 for M. Are you going to run the initiative there, Rudy, or do you need a hand?
It's 16.
16. Alrighty. Obviously, highest goes first. So,
It's a tie.
Dennis.
That's a tie.
Oh,
Both
wait,
dice
oh.
got the same.
Dev, you can
24, yeah.
first, because you have not done yet. So I'm going to say during that time you can easily have spotted the vehicle in the matrix. It's up to you if you want to do. I guess you could try to data spike to totally fly the vehicle.
Yeah, I want to immobilize the vehicle at least, and lock it down. I don't want him to run out of the car when it stops. Basically, just so I want it to stop and lock.
To do that, you have to make a. You need to actually get some marks on the vehicle first.
Okay.
So you need to make a hack on the fly action.
Okay.
I mean, you could brute force though, if you wanted to.
Okay, so hack on the fly is going to be hacking plus logic.
Indeed is, and of course you got your code sliver bonus, so you'll be rolling 15 dice. Yeah,
15, okay, and hot sim, 17. 4 hits.
Alright, so with 4 hits, you succeed, and you're able to get a single mark on it. Alright, Dennis, you're next.
So I will have my drone fly around and hover in front of the vehicle, bringing its weapons pointed.
Michigan boss, there's no. Alright, so you've hovered the vehicle down. Looking inside the vehicle itself, you can actually see that there are 2 people inside. One man driving and a woman, just quickly, is not Juliet, sitting in the passenger seat. The woman has a pistol out, and the guy is driving both hands on the wheel, trying to drive quickly out of the situation. Well, right now he's crashing, technically. Yeah, so Dennis, what would you like to do? Fire on them, or?
Do I recognize the guy as the one that was speaking to the security?
Yeah, that's indeed.
So there's 2 targets.
You could do covering fire if it's fully automatic, and keep
Yeah.
them.
Well, let me see if I have, if it's. Yeah, I have the capability of doing full auto, so yeah, I'll do cover and fire.
Yeah, sure. So for this, you kind of just roll your hits. You don't get any net hits to damage with this check, but instead.
You sure you got nothing in your
Yeah,
bin?
there's nothing in there. I told you right.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah, you get basically, you don't get any net hits to damage, but any single time they take an action of one, they have to make a check where they take damage. So I just need to know the damage and AP of your weapon, and then the total hits you draw.
Okay, so it's.
It spends 20 ammunition.
Okay.
But this happens during the whole turns. Like, if they move, they get hit. If they take an action, they get hit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's 11p for damage and -6 AP.
But I've been putting stuff in here. Stuff in here.
Hey, Tom's mom.
Alright, so, anyway, what'd you get, man? What'd you get? Hits.
5 hits, 11p, and
Yeah,
minus
no,
6
okay.
AP.
Alright, thank you, man.
How much ammo did you say? 10?
20.
20.
Are you doing a full auto?
Yeah, just covering fire.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's good though, because whenever they move.
Yeah.
Other way, guy driving gets hit, and the other person, you got 5 both get hit. Okay, so both of them get not destroyed, but pretty hurt by the barraging of bullet fire as I'm guessing it's a rotor drone, opens fire on them.
Yeah.
They're taking significant damage. Alright, so who is next after Dennis? It is 16 them and 16 Rudy. They've taken damage, so it's no longer their turn. They drop in their initiative, so Rudy, it's your turn.
Okay, I keep chasing after the vehicle. I have a running speed of 20.
Yeah, you can easily get quite close. Did you want to take a shot with your bow again? Or?
Yes, I want to get closer and then take a shot at the other tire.
I'm going to be honest, man, the vehicle's down. They've already spin off the road. You might as well start killing them.
Oh, okay. Then I want to shoot one of the drivers in the neck.
Let's interrogate them.
You're in the Matrix.
Leave
Yeah,
those
I know.
drivers.
Dex is just mentally grinding his teeth in the Matrix. All that work for nothing.
If we're lucky, people were in the back of the van.
Okay, I got 3 successes.
With 3 successes, you're able to hit the driver in the back of the neck, or 2 wounded to really be able to react to the shot as he kind of sees you kind of pelting full bullet him and firing the shot. He gets cracked in the back of the head and goes unconscious. But he does have an arrow sticking out of his head, so whether or not he's 100% dead, probably is.
Okay.
Alright, now it's their turn. The person in the passenger seat is going to kind of look around, see the situation that they're in, and see their friend, and then you just raise her hand, already been pelted by the bullets, and she's going to make a check against that. She's probably going to die. She fails, and she takes... Raising her hand, fire starts to kind of culminate out of it and begins grabbing aura around her as it starts to get released. But she gets peppered by bullets as she gets out of her cover underneath the dashboard, dies before her spell can go off. Alright, and they're all dead. There was only 2 of them.
That's how we interrogate, boys. Good work. We got all the answers we wanted.
Yeah, Dex just like angrily jacks out of the Matrix. Like, don't you guys play, these kinds of games either? What's going on here? Always interrogate the prisoner.
Well, at this point, M is able to get, to drive up in his car, gun out, and he sort of like looks like, what the hell did you guys do?
Yeah,
She made her
Dex will
choice.
drive over too.
Alright, so you guys are all over there. I mean, there are definitely people in the street right now watching this scene, but that's not too much of a problem for you. What are you guys going to do? You guys have the corpses.
I swiftly go through their pockets.
Going through their pockets, both of them have some reagents on them, have comics on them. The driver himself has some cocaine, and he also has a light pistol. The other person also has like another type of light pistol, not the same one, and no drugs, and a comic as well. The woman did.
Can I sense the regents?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
While he's doing that, Dex will come out of his car and he'll still have his gun out and he's checking like all the corners and checking everywhere, looking for other guys. And he'll approach and try to take he'll ask for the comm link to see if he can hack into it or get some information from it or backtrace it.
3 successes.
With 3 successes, looking at the reagents themselves, you can tell that they are aspected towards the dark magic tradition.
Hmm.
All right. Well, Emerald comes up to Rudy's character. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting the name. And he's
Do you
like,
know how
"Hey,
to
let
put
me
my
see."
name?
Yes, please. Let me see that Coke.
You slide off. You're gonna do it, aren't you?
I'd give it to him.
All right.
Yeah.
Just need to check this thing out. He puts it on the webbing of his hand in between his thumb and his forefinger. And yeah, that's Coke.
Awesome.
Since I didn't even get my turn to run out there, I'm gonna say I didn't because I'm here with my friend and we're gonna try to assess what's left of the corpse if there is anything after that explosion. But
The corpse itself had the bag reapplied to it, so it hasn't actually taken too much damage.
okay, that's fine. So I'll just kind of stay with him, and so that can happen in the meantime while you guys do that stuff.
Alright. So he's going to do a little bit of a ritual sensing for this one.
Okay.
And we can help.
Yeah.
I try to palm the
this.
regions without anybody noticing.
Yeah.
Can I get anything from the comm link?
Well, definitely, there's 2 comments there, man. If you want to grab them, you grab them. Unless, of course, someone wants to stop the hacker from looking at them.
Do I have to hack them first?
So what would you like to do?
I just like to get into them and see if I can either access the call records with phone numbers and stuff, or at least do a backtrace on who they were calling, or signals or anything like that.
Well, you can just open the comics and look at them.
Okay.
Getting a look at the contacts themselves, you can see various different names. Juliet does indeed come up on both of them, but the thing is that they have different numbers.
Wow.
Other than that, there's a whole bunch of different names, but you do see that there is actually a contact. I don't think I actually gave you the name of the kid that died. I did that again, like I did last session, but his name actually comes up in both of them. And also on the contacts as well, the name of the lustful power guy, the guy that's getting marked for lust for power, has indeed his contact details comes up as well.
Okay. I'll run a matrix search on all those names and numbers and see if there's anything that comes up.
Why?
Like
What are you doing? What are you looking
okay,
for?
how about the 2 Juliet numbers? See if we can get locations for those numbers. Like
Yeah, so that's a matrix perception, not a search. Because searching is like searching up Juliet, and that's going to get you what you already know technically. That's sorry, that's why I said I was like, why you already know enough about all the contacts. Yeah, sure. If you want to make a matrix perception and try to see if they're on the grid, you most certainly can. Make a matrix perception.
Okay. So that's computers plus logic with the bonuses?
No, it is computer plus intuition.
6 hits on that.
No. G does not exist in the matrix at the moment.
Okay, I'll let the team know about that. She's going to be harder to find. Yeah. Is there anything else? I'll say to the other guys, is there anything else we need to do here? Because this is quite a scene right now, and people are gathering, and probably authorities will come.
Alex takes a deep breath. Yeah, we should probably regroup somewhere.
Well, I'll just remind you guys, when we're in the Barrens, the cops like hardly show up unless there's fucking explosions, lots of them happening. So
Okay,
it's
that's good then.
iffy.
So there's no urgency then. That's good.
I mean, people are kind of looking and watching, but apart from that, just random bums on the street, cokeheads, and drug addicts.
Explosions, guns.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, can you guys think of anything else that I can research here with these phones or anything like that, or these names or numbers?
Well, you now have the contact details of the said corrupt politician who was trying to become mayor. So there's definitely something, if you want to be able to physically find him, you most certainly can. If that isn't a burner as well.
Yeah, I'll say to the team, like, what do you think about... That's not going to work. I can't see a reason to talk to him in advance. Do you think we need to talk to him before tomorrow? Warn him, or...
Need to... No, but we definitely need to increase surveillance on him in particular.
And we need to be in the courtroom or whatever as well tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Can I find out through the just general news and stuff if they're saying it's a closed session or if it's an open court session?
It's an open court session.
Okay, so we can get in there unarmed then.
Alright, Bluey, so where you are right now, checking and, like, you guys are sensing, did you make your sensing check? What'd you get? Because this is going to give him dice.
I got 4 hits.
Alright, so he gets 4 extra hits. 4 extra die. Jesus Christ, he got 8 hits. Alright, so both of you kind of staring at this area and looking around, trying to take in as much as you can. You know, his hands on the body, reading the symbol and stuff like that. Following the strand, you're able to collectively see subtle strains of mana, almost like miniature ley lines that stretch out, 2 of them. And they kind of reach out, and this kind of peaks, you know, this is probably drawing off the Pentagon. And then there's another one, but this one doesn't seem to be marking anything in particular. This one seems to be the one that is owned by the mage, which probably names
Great.
this thing is new to you, though, and you haven't seen it before.
I could astrally project and follow it and kind of survey where it ends up. Yeah, we'll go together, we'll survey, we won't try to cause any trouble there, we'll kind of do like flybys and stuff to seem non-conspicuous.
Yeah, so flying off and kind of flowing up, it's now that you realize that the Pentagon ley lines are there, they're starting to become more and more visible. But there aren't ones actually connecting towards one point, which is a downtown. The actual signature of this mage seems to be stretching all the way over there, and both you and him fly your way through astral space to get there.
Mm-hmm. So, like, half a second later, we've traveled across Seattle?
Yeah, basically, because that's how fast you can travel. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, he isn't right where the actual pinnacle of this Pentagon is, but he is most definitely nearby-ish. You know, not super close, but close enough to be on this kind of case. Now, the area that he's in seems to have a bunch of wards on it and stuff like that. It seems to be some kind of building.
Okay. I guess you can't really take landmarks on meat space. It's really hard to kind of overlay the two.
Well, you can go through wards in Astral. It requires a charisma.
Oh, you can
plus,
I can manifest. That's right. Yeah, I can manifest.
Yeah, you can actually look at it if you want.
Yeah, I manifest and get like a geographical like idea of where the fuck I am right now in meat space.
Yeah, manifesting quickly, getting a look at this place. It seems to be like some kind of club, like a dominatrix club.
Okay. And this is in downtown?
Yeah, this is in downtown.
Okay. Right, yeah, I'll take note of that, and then I go back into the astral, so people don't see a flying man. Yeah.
Yeah. Your friend says, if need be, we can sneak past the wards and try to get a better look at him.
If you're willing to take the risk with me, I'll die by your side.
He says, indeed. And at
Am I
this point,
there?
he moves. No, unless you can astrally project from.
Yeah, we're in spirit.
No.
We're in spirit world right now.
Yeah. Alright, so both you and him need to make magic plus charisma checks to force your way through the barrier.
Okay, 14 dice later.
Jesus. You have a charisma.
I got 6.
You're an elf, that's right.
Oh wait, no, sorry, 12 dice. 12, my bad. Unless I initial edge. No, I won't.
So are you guys
But-
actually gone, or are your physical forms still in the room?
Physical
Physical
forms are in the
forms are-
room. They've been meditating,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, no, I'm going to initial edge on this check just for funsies, so... I got 7 hits.
With 7 hits, both you and him delicately push yourselves through the wards, minding not to make them ripple, and you're able to get on the way inside. Immediately, the mana in this area is almost fighting against you. You're going to be taking a -2 to all magic checks due to background count.
Okay, no worries.
So that's everything right now, by the way.
Yeah, everything, yeah, all actions.
Yeah, it's all actions apart from resistance checks. Okie dokie. So at this point, I want you guys to make both you and him make a sensing check to just kind of look around the place.
2 hits.
-2.
I got 2 hits. I'm basically assisting him because that's why I brought him along to do the sensing for me.
Okay, sure. So what'd you get?
2 hits.
2, so he gets 2 more. Okay, so looking around the place, you guys are just basic. There's a lot of magic people in this area.
Mhm.
Not like a metric shitload, but enough. And a lot of them are quite powerful. Now, the actual owner of this, of the creator of the spell, actually has the most powerful aura in this building, and you're able to find him, specifically magic. And he is indeed right now, from what you can tell, well, meditating right now in his mana lodge.
Mana Lodge. That's annoying. We have to push past that too. Alrighty. I ask him, how you feeling about this? Do you feel like cutting the head off the snake, or should we retreat?
He says it's up to you whether or not you should do this with your friends in the physical world.
And strength comes in numbers, but the opportunity is right here and now. This is it's a tough decision, and from my previous experiences, when you split from the party, you die. So I've only got 1 edge left for the day too. What have I got on me? Yeah, no, I'm feeling really unequipped right now because all of my good stuff is on my physical body.
And I will note, people in that area with that magical thing get like a plus equal to the background count.
Yeah, so yeah, we'd be at such a disadvantage, and we'd be outnumbered if we don't run away fast enough. So it's not worth it. So yeah, no, I say yeah, we've got okay. I just say yeah, we've got what we need. We know who we're looking for, and we know where to find him.
Yeah, it's definitely him, by the way.
Yeah. So I say we return now and tell the team, and I won't drag you into this fight any further because you don't need to do this if you don't wish to.
He's not exactly a fighter.
Yeah, I know. He's an alchemist and an artificer, so.
Yep. So they get back, and you guys now know the location of the Mage's Den.
So we know
Let's
the
go.
HQ. Yeah.
Yeah, we know the HQ. It's full of mages. It's a giant club. This is going to be terrifying. But yeah.
Well, I guess
Sure.
go in, wipe them all out as quickly as we can.
Do you want me
I don't
to assist electronically in any way before you guys go in there guns a-blazing?
I don't think we can take on a club full of mages right yet. We need to maybe get him while he's on his own, or at least with fewer numbers around him.
Well, you can definitely stake the place out, but you need to.
Yeah, we can stake it out. We can stake it out, and maybe we can pick him off if we're lucky, kind of thing.
Unless, of
So I
course,
missed
you
that
guys
part.
feel
Who is the
getting in there and killing all the mages is the better way to do it, because you'll be getting rid of evil people. I don't know. It's just up to you guys.
It's if it's a club full of people though, it's going to be pretty intense.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. I love doing suicide runs.
I'm good with reconnaissance.
Yeah, we'll stake it out. So
Yeah, we can start. Let's start with recon, and then we can see what we can do to manipulate the environment electronically as well. Try to gain some advantage, and then we can make our plan of attack as Dex. The way Dex likes
The
to
club
attack.
is, by the way, called the Leather Spike. So you could find that host, if it is indeed a host, by the way, Dex.
Okay. Matrix search.
Yep.
Ironically enough, it's only one hit. So I don't know what that means for Dex.
Funny enough, to find a host, it actually only requires one hit, but you don't get any more information on it, though. All it is that you have found the host itself of the Leather Spike.
Okay, so I guess it was hard to find, but I found it.
Yeah, at least for you.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I did just get blown up with a grenade recently, so.
I'm assuming at this point you guys are going to make your way towards there, getting in your vehicles, and this is kind of Dex kind of on the way doing this stuff.
On the way, I'm going to just start doing alchemy. I'll just write all of this shit down on the chat.
Michael, why do you think I always want a decker at least in a mission? Because it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, just gonna grab his gear from his trunk and jump in somebody else's car and do the hacking while they're on the way.
Sure.
He's ready to go. He's excited. This is the part of his life that he loves. Combat action time is approaching.
All right, Dex. In my vehicle, watch the leather.
Okay, so I'll jack in still, and so I found the host. Do I need to get some marks to see if I can get inside and take a look around?
First, you need to get some marks to be able to enter the host, and then from the host itself, you can go from there. You can, if you want, get as many marks. You can get 3 marks before you enter the host. That's fine if you do that as well.
Yeah, I'll run hot and silent, and try to get some marks. See if I can get 3 marks.
Oh yeah, so you're taking a negative. Wait, are you taking a negative 10 to get 3 marks in one check, or are you just going to take 3?
Oh. No, I'll do 1 check first. I'm not sure like how tough their security is or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I'll go for 1 first. So what's the check again? Sorry for that.
It's going to be 15 dice for you,
15?
because it is logic plus your mates in hacking, and of course you have code slinging alcohol for that.
Okay, so in Dex's excitement, his adrenaline's flowing. He's merging. His 2 realities are merging again. So he got 7 hits. He's in the zone right now.
With 7 hits, you critically succeed.
Oh,
But I also glitched. So generally, how I do it, if you critically succeed, you get an extra hit. If they glitch, you get an extra hit. So either
That's
way,
3 points right
basically,
away.
you went go ball on this thing, and you were so excited. you rip through the security. I mean, at least from that check, this shit's going to be a cakewalk. You have 3 months
Dex
on the
has no
system,
more. Cool.
and I'm guessing you enter on the system with admin access.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to do 2 things. I want to download schematics, building schematics, like internal blueprints or whatever, and access camera feeds. Just see how many people are actually inside, what kind of rooms there are, who's in what rooms.
So the actual server in this place seems to be some kind of online, like this club is, well, the reason it actually has okay security is that this seems to be an actual illegal place to buy masochism and sadomasochism BTL. So, because your character's addicted, I would like you to make a willpower plus logic check to resist the urge to buy some.
Oh man, he could get whipped by like a drill sergeant or something.
Hey.
Okay, willpower plus logic.
Logic, yeah.
Okay.
I have a question. My character is into BDSM. So is it possible that I've been here before?
Sure. Do you have a knowledge check? I mean, I don't know.
I forgot to spend all my knowledge skills, so I was going to spend them on Japanese and BDSM.
Sure.
How's that sound? So that's 6 each. My character's half Japanese, so okay. So that's what? Logic plus
intuition, because it's a hobby, not an academic knowledge.
4 plus 6 is 10.
I got 1 hit, by the way, on that temptation.
Depending on how many you want, but right now, well, you can't take them right now because you're in the middle of the run. But it's definitely going to be doing after the run. Definitely trying something.
I got 5 successes.
I might want to download a little something for later when I get home.
I mean, you can actually illegally download these because you've got admin access. So I'm going to say you're going to make an edit file check right now to try to steal stuff, basically. Your character sees them and goes, "Ooh, something to try."
Yeah, I'm just gonna get on the comm link, say everybody like, just give me another couple minutes, guys. They got some tough security here. Hang on a sec, and I'm just gonna like raid all the download archives and everything, just get everything downloaded. Everything's good, man.
So computer plus intuition, by the way, to make an edit file check to steal all that information. With 6 if something was ready.
Yeah, I got 5 successes.
5 successes, okay.
5.
So with 5 successes, you have indeed heard of this place before. Now, you've probably been there a few times, and the best part about this is that you get to pay a little extra, and mages will perform doozies for you, as it were. And this is using spells like Agony and Opium Den and Euphoria to, enhance the situation. The place itself is actually owned, now that you think about it, like it just kind of springs to your mind, you actually know the guy and have actually had a session under this dude before. And you do know that this guy wasn't some kind of weird, fucked up satanic cult.
Okay.
And he's the guy that owns it.
So the place where they do this extra agony and spells, can I go over there, sneak over there, and lock the door so that those particular mages couldn't join the fight?
If you wanted to kind of hire some some of the best mages, and seeing as they know you and you go to them to kind of distract them, you most certainly could.
Nice.
Well, I discussed that with the team, and I see what they think about me going in there, since I've been here before.
I imagine you being all secretive about it. It's like, I haven't. Not that I've been here, but my friend has.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Wait, you're into this freaky shit? Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. By all means, man. By all means, go have your fun.
Okay. No, but seriously,
Dex
I'm
is
gonna
still in a downloading frenzy right now. He's not even listening. He's still just downloading like crazy.
Alright. So, well, you guys are at the club. Let's just finish. Well, you guys are driving there now. Let's say you're almost there arriving because Dex was downloading everything.
Yeah,
Wait, so are we-
I got 9 hits on my my
Oh.
download access.
Jesus! All of the crazy
Wow.
reviews.
You can see my eyes like just like going frantically back and forth, and my hands flying on the deck, and a big smile on my face. It has nothing to do with the mission.
Are we in the van right now, or where are we?
Yeah, you're in a van or a car or
Yeah, so
something like
while you're all doing that, you just see me like pull out my tomahawks and I'm like cutting my thumb and rubbing my thumb all over it and sticking weird smelly shit all over them. Just making them look pretty. Bring them back in. Yeah. They're all magical now.
Alright, so Dex, I'm guessing you're going to continue your hack on this thing now. So I guess you want to be able to look at the cameras, which you indeed do have access to, and you're able to pinpoint and find the location of where this says Majors. He is right now meditating inside of his room, and where he's located and stuff like that. He seems to definitely be the boss of this place. You do not find Geordie at all.
Okay, so I'm gonna relay the pertinent details to the team, like his location relative to the blueprints and location of what would appear to be any kind of opposition.
Yeah. So
Along
the
the way
first floor
to
is
him.
kind of So the first floor is kind of like the main club and stuff like that. And I guess that's the most tame areas. But then as you go up, that's where we hire people, prostitutes and all that kind of stuff. And where all the interesting things are happening.
Yeah, private rooms and recording studios.
Yeah, recording studios, which is basically someone on SimSense getting tortured. Someone with a SimSense recorder getting tortured, because that's how they record BTLs.
Dex just looks around innocently when he's describing that. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. It has nothing to do with me. And he'll just quickly change the subject, skip over the recording studios, and get right to where the guy is. Talk more about the guy. Just gloss over that part.
So, he's right now just seems to be meditating and concentrating heavily. You're not too sure what he's doing, seeing as you're not a mage. I mean, he's doing something in the astral.
Okay, and I'll ask the team if they need me to do anything else to help them upon entry. Well, because I've got good access right now. If you guys need me to do anything to help you out, let me know now. It's a good opportunity.
Hey, can you cut the lights?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just seeing what you can control. Most of the doors do have some locks, but then the doors themselves aren't actually. You can't control them. You can just control the locks whether or not they're locked and unlocked. You can indeed control the lights and the plumbing and the fire alarms and all that kind of stuff.
Just lock down the building.
Nice. Lock down the building once we're inside. I want you to flood the building, knock out the power, and just blare the alarm as loud as you can.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. So, just so you guys know, just from looking at the plans, the main entrances is that there is a fire exit, which you guys can enter onto different stories instead of the bottom story. There is indeed a back entrance, which leads to kind of where all the staff areas are at the bottom floor, kind of, where they've been areas and stuff. And there's the actual main entrance.
Before before we all enter, I'm just gonna put thumbprints on all of your heads, and I'm gonna sustain a force 4 mind's net in with my Foki.
Yep.
So I did all that, and that's all good. So now we can communicate thoughts and sight between each other's minds, as long as we stay within 40 meters of each other.
Which should be relatively easy to do in this size building, to be honest.
All right, Dex. Can you tell us what floor this guy's on?
Was it third floor, Thomas?
Third floor, yeah.
Third floor, yeah.
Third
And
floor?
then I'll recap to them the best possible route and what kind of opposition they can expect along the way. Currently, the current state of things.
Well, going up the fire escape itself, as long as someone doesn't see you, it should be the quickest. Though, if anyone's kind of watching it, they'll easily be able to spot you, but you don't know if anyone's watching. But I mean, when you make the distraction, I think that'll be fine.
Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to remind the team that I'm still jacked in, and there's a limited amount of time that I can be jacked in. So we should move quickly if we're
do you have your baby monitor active?
I do. Yep.
Oh, okay. I should have been updating you the whole time. Sorry, man. You have.
That's okay.
Because basically what I did when you took your time to edit, I just basically gave you Overwatch because you were taking your time. So you have right now 31.
Okay,
Not
so
really. Fucking close.
yeah, so I'm gonna tell you guys we gotta go now if you want me to lock down the building.
All
Do you want
right,
me to
in
lock
that
it down
case,
right now, or do you want to go in first?
no, we definitely have to be in first. All right, everybody, lock, load, in.
Okay, I run ahead of the group and go in because they know me in there.
Oh yeah, so you're not going to go through the fire exit way. You're just going to kind of go in there and go
The
up
front
to the
door.
third floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying the people in there know you kind of thing, and you can easily book a session quickly.
Right,
To
I'm
be able
there
to get up there.
every other week.
Yeah, cool, man.
I'm gonna wait for them to go in. Whoever's gonna go in, I'm gonna wait till the last person goes in, and at that time I will lock down the building and then jack out of the matrix.
What area are we in?
Downtown.
Downtown.
So it's a big deal. Like, high threat response is pretty fast.
This isn't like the high style downtown micro response though.
Are we gonna want to go?
Sorry,
Go ahead.
Dennis, go on.
Are we trying to, when we enter, are we trying to be stealthy, or can I go ahead and bring one of my drones with me?
Stealthy on the way in, loud on the way in there, I think is how it's going to go.
Yep. It's gonna be chaos in there pretty soon.
So just go ahead and bring one of my drones with me then?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
a drone should be able to fit through.
I think Dennis should be the last person in, because as soon as he enters, then the alarm goes off, because you're probably like, everyone's going to turn around and look at you. And, yeah. So, all right, I'll go in after Vion, since I'm a mage, so I probably don't seem out of the ordinary too much.
Oh, so you're going to be going through the front door?
Is that the plan? Sorry, what's the plan?
No,
I thought we were
going through a fire exit.
I'm going through a fire exit. I could just turn into a crow and fly up.
Yeah.
Perch
But
myself away.
if you want, you can actually get a lot closer to the target than they can. They're going to be kind of coming in from the other kind of side, but you can get like right up to the door if you want. And no one's going to be, yeah.
Am I going to be able to hear everybody when I'm going to the front door?
Yeah, we've got MindNet up. We can communicate through our thoughts right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not too far away.
No. Oh, no, like, in terms of when they're actually there, I mean, it's probably only 10 meters down the hallway or whatever to actually get back to them. But you can be right up to him if you want.
Yeah, okay.
But getting into his room is going to be... I mean, if you want to kind of make some charisma checks and stuff, you might be able to talk your way into his room.
I better not.
Yeah. But, yeah, either way, you're able to easily talk your way up there. Probably kind of saying you're quickly booking someone, and they're kind of taking you to a room. You pick a room. Do you want to pick a room that's nearby the target, or do you just want to be there?
One that's near the target.
Alright, sweet. So you can be pretty much one or a couple of doors away from the target, so if need be, you can get in there quick.
Awesome.
Now, how exactly are you going to be locking this down? Are you going to be locking the room the target's in, or are you going to be keeping that open for everyone?
I want to lock down the exits for sure, because
Right. Lock down the exits and make sure that all of the interior locks are unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Obviously, the fire exit won't be locked down, but you guys are going to be near that anyway.
Yeah. And Dex can cover the fire exit as a backup when after he's jacked out.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So Dex is gonna throw open the van and be like, "Okay, guys, you gotta move, hustle, hustle." He's feeling some strain now. He's starting to sweat.
I really don't want your deck to fry, man.
The thing is that you need to make an edit check to be able to actually edit all this stuff in. So I'm assuming you're just going to turn on the sprinklers, have all the lights go turn off, and then lock all the main exits.
Yep, and the alarm.
And turn the alarm on, make it real loud.
Yeah, turn on an alarm to cover all the gunshots, I'm guessing is the plan.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And
Okay,
if that's too much for me to do, then I'll do at least...
Single letter check's fine there.
Okay, all right. Okay, so what am I doing for that? Edit? Which is...
Computer plus intuition.
Okay.
Okay, and everyone else is going to be going up the fire escape.
Dex killed it. He got 9 hits.
Alright. With 9 hits, pretty much it's assumed so that you guys don't need to make stealth checks. He turns on the alarm systems and stuff just before, so you guys can go up the fire exit without being noticed. Because otherwise I will ask you guys to do stealth checks. So you guys can quick, it's like quick though, it won't take long. But Vion's already in place. So pretty much how this is going to go is Vion, it's Vion's your character, right? It's Vion, yeah. Anyway, Rudy's character is already in place. So, Rudy, I'm going to actually allow you to take the first turn, a surprise action, if you will. So you're kind of just gotten up there, they're starting to move up, and then Vion, you are going to be going first. So if you want, because I'm assuming that Dex, you've kind of opened the target's door, you could take a shot at him if you want, or you could do what else you want, like do something else. It's completely up to you.
Me or Rudy?
Rudy.
Okay.
Well, I made a stealth check, and I got 2 successes.
For what?
Stealth.
For sneaking past them once they walk me up to the rooms.
Oh yeah, sure. Did you want to keep that check?
Yes.
All right. So. Oh wow. Okay. Sweet. So you're actually able to sneak past them. Like I said before, you have an action to do what you will. Because kind of even if they're next to you, you can still take this action because you can pretty much move away and do what you want. You can either try to take down. Let's say you're with, like once you're in your room or whatever to do your business, as it were. There's only one person with you. You know that there was people in the hallway, but they weren't exactly guards by any means. But if you want,
so
you
there's
can
only
quickly get to the target.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Just pass past them, but that's no problem.
Well, I want to. There's only one of them, right?
Yeah, you can just move past it. Like she's not ready for you to run away, and I mean.
Well, can I use Nerve Strike to put her to sleep? So
Yeah, if you want to make an attack roll, unarmed attack roll.
Okay. So how do I do? What do I roll for that?
That's an unarmed attack roll. So
Okay,
agility plus unarmed.
Strength plus unarmed?
Agility.
Okay.
All ranged melee attack rolls are agility. Strength is only used for damage.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Yeah, and what stat are you attacking? No strike. I think it's either agility or reaction.
Agility.
Yeah.
Yes.
So pretty much, you quickly, friggin' what's it called? Vulcan and pretty much immediately knock the person that's in the room with you out. And now everyone is going to roll initiative.
Awesome.
So she's out. There's no one in the room. There's some people in the hallway. And then you guys are right now coming up. Dev, I'm going to be honest, your character's going to be spending the entire turn getting out of the van and then coming up.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do, for sure.
Yeah, so you don't really, I guess you don't really need to roll initiative because we'll have to roll initiative anyway after this whole combat turn anyway.
Okay. Yep, no problem.
Alrighty guys, so everyone roll. That guy rolled
30. Christ. Wow.
I rolled 2 6s.
2 6s, so you got 12. And
well, no, 2 6s plus. I was just saying 2 6s is why it's so big. Because I got to roll twice. So 20 plus my 10, that equals a 30.
How many d6s do you roll? Are you a mythic adept?
2 d6s.
Oh, 2d6. Oh, okay. That's
well, what's your initiative? 2d6 plus what, 10?
10.
So your maximum is going to be 22. I don't know how you got 30.
Well, I rolled A 6, a 3, a 6, and a 5.
Okay, so how it works is it's 10 plus 2d6. Like this is just like a normal D&D roll. Like you're just rolling it 10. 10 is the number plus 2d6, and that's how you do initiative. It's not 10, 10, and then you're going for d6s or whatever hits or whatever.
Right. So my first 2 rolls were 3 and 6. So I re-rolled a 6, and I got a 6. Hey, why did it re-roll?
Why do you re-roll it? How can we?
Why is there a 5 there? Now I'm confused.
Okay, so
Yeah.
roll 2d6, like 2 dice, and plus 10, and that is your initiative. Simple as that.
So the 6s don't explode?
No. Oh, you can't.
That's only fair.
Yeah. Be careful with the edge. You only have a certain amount for the day.
Oh, I have edge clicked on accident. My bad. Okay, I see. So never mind. It's 19. It's 19.
Okay, you got
That makes so much sense. Yeah.
I think we're still first anyway, man. We're still first.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Alright, your turn, man. So you can easily rush out of this room if you want. And do what you will. You can either attack the people that are in this corridor that are kind of acting as pseudo-guards, or you can go for the main target, or you could rush into another random room. But right now, basically, all the sprinklers are going off, the lights are friggin', it's off.
Over mine now, I quickly say, go for the big guy first, get him out of the picture. It's your turn, Rudy.
Okay.
Yeah, Rudy, it's your turn.
I want to activate Killing Hands.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And then I want to attack the biggest guy.
Alright, so do you want to go after the big guy, the main guy in his room?
Yeah.
His room's shut, and you can easily open the door and rush in there and attack him.
Okay. So my attack roll is...
Are you going to be nerve striking?
No, I'm using Killing Hands, and I'm going to... I also have Critical Strike.
Can you do all of that at the same time, though?
Well, Killing Hands you have to activate. Critical Strike is a passive.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, nerve strike's just so overpowered, it's better than normal damage.
Yeah, no, nerve strike's ridiculous.
Yeah, we go on. It's all good.
Okay, I got let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Alright, so you rush into the room. The guy is right now just coming out of meditation. We are moving so quickly that you can easily slam your fist bare into this guy's chest as he tries to get up to kind of dodge out of the way.
Okay.
And what is the damage of your fist? What is the damage value?
I think it does physical damage because of Critical Strike.
Yeah, that's fine. But what's the P? What's the rating of the damage? So what's your strength?
4.
Plus 1, because you got 4. So strength plus 1,
Yes.
so that's 5 points of damage. And you got 3 net successes, so here's, you slam into his chest, but the armored clothing he's wearing absorbs all of it.
Oh, no.
Alrighty, next.
But Killing Hands is magical damage, so doesn't that go through armor?
Nope. Killing hands is
okay.
just physical damage. It just
That's why
makes your... Yeah, that's why nerve strike's better.
No, nerve strike's better because it goes through armor. It doesn't give a fuck about it.
So
okay.
Dennis and I, we're going to roll off a d6 and see who goes first. What'd you get, Dennis?
5.
I got a 2, so you're first, man. So you guys are just coming up the fire escape itself, and you guys kind of have the window in front of you, which you guys can easily burst open or whatever. Or, yeah.
Okay, so what I do is we start making our way up. Is I have my roto drone park on the roof to kind of watch the fire escape exit,
Sure.
and I'm gonna bring my since they're the only one that can like take the stairs. I'm assuming is the duelist, so I'm gonna bring that with me. That drone,
Yeah.
and then enter the building.
Alright, so moving into the first room, this room itself seems to be, has two people are now completely confused as there's kind of water pouring everywhere. They were in the middle of doing something as the man himself is right now tied up and hogtied. And there is a woman with a whip. So that's happening as you kind of barge in.
Did you just say it's a BDSM whip, not a monofilament? I got so fucking scared there.
She is not BDSMing with a monofilament whip. That would cut the man in half.
You scared the fuck out of me then, Tom.
I should have. That would have been way funnier. Alright, so now it's the bad guy's turn. Alright, Rudy, I want you to make a, I think it's a logic plus willpower check as the mage in front of his eyes starts to glow red as he stares at you and just says, "Your mind is mine now."
Do you have, Rudy, do you have counterspelling as a skill?
No.
Adepts can't get a spell. Mr. Adepts can.
Two successes.
Do you want to keep that, or would you like to edge?
I would like to keep it.
Alright, Rudy, you are now under my control.
Wait, does he... Tom, quick question. Is Mind's Net still under effect, though?
I guess it is. So
Yeah,
you guys...
yeah, so we can anticipate what he's fucking doing.
Yeah. And do you know what that means? That means Rudy is also knows where you guys are.
Yeah.
Rudy, on your turn, you're going to be punching yourself in the face.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to roll
Stop hitting yourself.
It's not your turn yet. When it gets to your turn, that's what you're doing. Alright, so next is Michael.
Alright, well, Emerald comes in through the window, and with his Ares drawn, and he sets his sights on the mage.
Do you want to leave this room with the screaming people doing BDSM?
No, I think I'm just going to clear the entire building.
Alright, so you're going to take a shot at the chick with the whip?
Yep.
Sure. Do you know how to do that? I think it's 14 dice for Emerald.
Is it 14? 3 hits.
Alright. Alright, so she was that. She is able to... No, she gets hit, and I know Emerald's gun. I'm just gonna roll it. She is not wearing any armor, and she is shot quite badly. Leather doesn't really count as armor in this. Okie dokie. So next it is Dev's running, so it's not Dev's turn. Blue, your turn then.
My turn. In my crow form, how closely can I get to the big bad mage, the big guy?
The door is closed, so not very far at all because you can't.
It was closed. Didn't Rudy open it?
No, because you guys are coming through a fire escape.
Oh, we're going through a different way. We're going.
Yeah,
Damn
you
it,
guys are going through a different line entirely.
I can't open it with my puny crow hands. Fuck, that's terrifying. I don't want to go near that shit. Fine. I'll just Are there guards outside of his manor lodge?
Yeah, there are. But you got to get through the door. You guys are right now in another room entirely.
Oh, fuck yeah. I got confused. My bad.
Yeah.
I just want to get rid of the big guy. Whatever.
Well, you can leave this room by transforming out.
Yeah, I'll use a simple action to go out and move through the door.
Okay, so moving through the door and going through the hallway, getting to where your friend is, you can see the two pseudo bodyguards. They weren't exactly bodyguards, but they're right now kind of moving off towards the end of the hallway. Because you guys, like I said before, you guys are kind of on opposite spectrums.
Yeah.
So you've kind of moved through the house itself because it's not very large, and you can now see the two bodyguards. If you want to reckless cast a spell, you most certainly can.
I should just go fucking AWOT. Oh, I do have reagents on me. Oh wait, shit, but the
Reagents
freaking-
don't do shit, mate.
yeah, not with area spells. That's why that's.
They can reduce the area.
I should have. What are they like guarding it? So, sorry that I keep going over this. I just want to get the picture clear in my head.
Basically, two people going to help their friend. That's it.
Yeah, and there's a door open there.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna be like, I want to just fling my demolish wall rock and just go.
I mean,
But-
you can.
But that's more for getaways. Yeah, I'll just use one of my. I'll reckless cast my force 4 axe at one of them, so I get a -2. That is 14 dice. That adds 3 to the drain. I get 4 hits on fling.
Sure, 4 hits on fling, that hits. You get 2 net successes.
Okay, so that
Are you
would-
attacking one of the guards?
yeah, one of the guards that has a base damage of 8 with an AP -1.
Alright,
And-
rolling.
Then it's got a force 4 mana bolt on it on
You casting
contact. It's on contact.
Alrighty, roll the casting check for the mana roll now.
I've already done it. It's enchanted.
You roll it when you cast it.
I enchanted it to do that. I thought that's how the rules worked.
No, now you're casting mana bolt. Roll your mana bolt check.
No, the tomahawk is enchanted with mana bolt. I already did the enchanting and the drain value for it. It's on there. On contact, it casts by itself. That's how the rules.
So you roll upon casting, man. You roll upon activation. It is a force 4, sure, but now you need to roll for it.
I swear the rules didn't go like that.
That's how it works.
I thought you enchanted it beforehand. That was the whole point of doing
You
it.
enchant it beforehand, but when it activates, it casts, and then you roll it.
Okay, but you don't take the drain value for it.
No, it's you've already taken the drain.
Okay, that's why you do. I was so confused. I'm like, what's the fucking point then? Yeah,
No.
alright,
No. Basically, you're just rolling the dice now instead of earlier. But it is
Okay.
force 4.
that's fine.
So
Yeah, I got
you've
4
chosen
hits.
that force. Okay,
Yeah.
so 4 hits. They're going to get a little mind melted from the mana bolt. And with the combination of the axe, they're still up though.
Well, that's sheep. Oh, yeah.
Okie dokie. So now we're going to go to the top of the initiative. And that is Rudy. Rudy, make an attack roll against yourself.
3 successes.
Alright, you have 5 damage, so you take 8 points of damage. And I would like you to... So just roll a body plus armor against 8 damage.
Okay. Nine successes.
Okay, so you take no damage as you kind of absorb all the blow of yourself. And now at the end of your turn, you can make another willpower plus logic check to try to break the enchantment.
Okay, so willpower plus body.
Logic.
Okay. 6, 7. One success.
Alright, with one success, you almost have control. You're breaking the enchantment, but you haven't quite yet.
Okay.
Alright, so it's the mage's turn. He walks past you. And walking out to the main hallway, and pushing past his guards, and he sees you, Bluey. He raises his hand towards you, and fire starts to bellow from his palm.
Drop my initiative by 5 and counterspell.
Alright, roll your counterspell check. He's going to roll his attack roll.
I use edge to reroll. I got 3 hits. That's really gonna be shit. Fuck.
Alright. With 3 hits, you do not counterspell, but now you get to make a reaction plus intuition check. You're trying to dodge as a fireball flies up towards your face.
Yep.
But you've significantly weakened the spell.
I got 2 hits.
You dodge. you make his attack roll 1, so you only got 1 hit. So you dodge. It's really easy to dodge because it's a shit spell. Yeah, basically. At the start it was a massive fireball, but you kind of point towards it and it kind of whittles away. It's kind of just moves out of the way easily. Okay, so Bluey's initiative. Well, actually, Bluey's out of the initiative at this point.
I am now. I was going to be anyway, so.
Alright, Dennis, your turn then.
How fast is a movement of 3 on my drone, a speed of 3?
I'm going to say fast enough.
Would that be like agility 3 or something? Or...
I'm just saying, sure. I was going to say fast enough.
Okay, so I'm going to have it. I assume I can have it attack the guy that just fireballed Crow.
He has a bunch of bodyguards in front of him.
Okay, well, I'll have it start slicing into the bodyguards.
One of them has a tomahawk in them.
Yeah, one of them is really weak, by the way. Like, I'm going to be honest, they're almost dead.
Where is Crow? Is he in between me and them? Is he like right in front of them, or?
I'm pretty much at like right at the beginning of the hallway, aren't I?
Yeah, you're on the other side. It's like only like 5 or 4 meters away though.
So I can have it move in front of him and then just open up.
Yeah, you can easily go in front of him. That's no problem.
Okay.
Is this the sword drone? Is this the sword drone you're using?
This is the Ares Duelist.
What type of drone is this?
It's a medium.
Is that
walker.
the one that has swords?
It has 2 sword hands, but you can also mount a weapon on it with its body plus 3. So I've got an Ares Alpha mounted on it as well.
So he's going to be firing, is he?
Yeah, I just want to open up.
Are you firing or is he it?
Well, it would be I'm controlling him. So
yeah, definitely you are. So it's a gunnery check.
Yeah.
After Dennis is Michael, by the way. And then Dev, who is actually in the fight now.
4 hits.
Michael's next, right?
Okay. Yeah, Michael's, yeah. Okay, with 4 hits, are you firing at the wounded guy or the non-wounded guy?
Well, how does that work? Because it's a burst fire or semi-auto, is that?
I mean, if you wanted to do covering fire again, you totally could.
Is that Deadpool or Spider-Man?
Deadpool.
Yeah, well, I guess since there's multiple targets, covering fire would probably come in handy.
I agree.
Covering fire? Done.
As long as Rudy doesn't decide to walk into it under his mind control.
Oh wow. Okay, so the guy that was already quite wounded eats the bullets and dies. The other guy.
Can you lower your voice a bit?
The other guy takes a significant amount of damage, and the main boss guy's cloak absorbs a bunch of the damage, but not all of it, as he takes a decent amount of bullet wounds. Okay, that's your turn. And whenever they move, they get hit again. Jesus, covering fire's brutal. Alright, Michael, you're turn now.
Alright, is there anybody else in the room?
Yeah, there's that. There's that person with the whip. But they're not trying to fight you, they're carrying.
I mean, besides the person that I shot.
There's the person who's tied up. I mean, everyone's leaving this room and firing at the enemies, so...
Okay, well, in that case, I go out as well and try to squeeze off a shot at them as well.
Yeah, do you want to fire at the boss or the other bodyguard?
Yes, I'm going to want to fire at the boss.
Yeah. Alright, roll in.
That's 5 hits.
Alright, with 5 hits you hit. Damage. His cloak absorbs a significant amount of damage, but it's starting to like get ripped to pieces. He's starting to get hit pretty hard.
Now, did he flinch and technically move because I hit him?
Yes.
So would the drones start shooting at him again?
No, that's not how it works.
I think it's whenever he goes to act. That's how the rules work.
So if he moves and then makes an action, he gets shot twice. If he's inside that thing. Okie dokie. I think that's... Oh, Dave, your turn then.
So Dex previously rushed up the stairs and he drew his gun, and as he's running into the building, his sense of reality starts to break down a little bit, and he's totally convinced that he's in a first-person shooter game right now, and that he's a player controlling himself as a character, as an avatar. So he's drawn his gun, he's rushing through the hallways, he's doing like rolls and coming up on his knees, and he's checking, and he wants to go for the main guy to back up his team, but he's going to take a bit of a detour, and he's going to go there via the recording studios instead. So he'll take the long way and go through the recording studios first.
By long way, you mean literally not going there at all?
Yeah. He'll go the other way, and then he'll go there first. He's never seen the BTL recording studios, and I think a BTL junkie might want to go there. I think that's something realistic you might want to do.
He may not see the right reality, that's the thing, so...
Yeah. Okay, we'll stick with the game version then.
We can all be shouting orders at each other right now because we're all talking in the head. So.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna back up his team then. He's gonna go direct to where the rest of the team is.
Okay.
And he's still a little bit confused why Rudy's joined the other guild.
I just tell you that he's under a spell.
Okay.
Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
So I think I still need a full turn to get there, right? I'm not quite with them yet.
No, you can fight for me.
Okay. All right. I'll take a shot then at the same target, the leader.
Sure.
So that's.
Boss man has dodged many times this turn.
And apparently, in Dex's mind, he's a better shooter than he is in reality because he only got 1 hit.
The boss man's able to dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to go to the top of the initiative. And... Oh, no, Glory's, sorry. No, Glory's out of the initiative. Actually, everyone's out of the initiative. So we need to all re-roll initiative, guys. So, boss man with the minuses. Yeah, boss man only got 14, so everyone re-roll initiative again. Every single new combat round you re-roll. Alright, Rudy, you're first. You are still compelled to punch yourself, though.
Oh no, don't move into the bullets.
Oh, it's Dennis's turn. Dennis, sorry.
So I'm going to actually have it fire at the boss now, directly. And what's the difference between burst fire and semi-auto fire? Burst.
So burst fire, it takes an amount of minus to hit equal to that as many bullets spent. So short burst is like -2, and the other guy gets -2. But you have recoil compensation. So whatever that thing is that you absorb minuses. So if you have a recoil comp of like -4, like recoil comp of 4. Oh, by the way, drones give a recoil comp equal to their body, by the way, so that should be somewhere.
Yeah, so it'd be 4.
Yeah, so if you did a long burst, which is a -5, he gets -5 and you only get -1.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
He's only rolling 1 dice. Okay. What'd you get?
4 hits.
He got a 1.
Crit glitch.
So the guy kind of, dodging out of the way of all the bullets, and then all the bullets converge on him as the drone focuses all of its firepower and energy on the scary mage, just eviscerating him. Stepping back into the room, looking more like Swiss cheese than actual man, he collapses to the ground, and Rudy ceases trying to punch himself. At this point, there's only one lonely person left, and they got far less initiative than everyone else. But Rudy, it's your turn, so you can punch him if you want.
Okay, so I'm free now?
Yeah.
You're free.
Okay, I want to use Nerve Strike on the other guy.
Alright, let's do it.
Good.
He's on a -3, so he's rolling 5 dice.
Four successes.
Alright, so you're able to take him down. Knocking him out.
Do one
Falcon
subtract
him.
successes?
Sorry?
Do one subtract successes?
No.
Okay, so 4
If you get
successes.
half of the dice for ones, it's a glitch. Which is kind of
1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, I didn't glitch.
Alright, cool. Alright, so sweet. You guys at this point have taken them out, and I'm assuming you guys are going to swiftly leave. Or are you guys going to try to stay? Everyone is trying to evacuate this building, mind you, at this point. So.
All right. Well, we are being paid to take out the entire group. So on the way out, let's take out as many as we can.
I think that's what Dex would do too. He'd still consider that he's in a first-person shooter right now, and everybody's hostile except him.
If they're all rolling around or running around to get free, I'm just gonna turn my drone on cover fire at the crowd.
Yeah. So I'm guessing, are you guys going to move down to the lower floors and just start killing around the place? I'm going to be honest right here. Rudy, your character knows that not just demonic, satanic cult people will go here. Normal people go here too. So killing everyone, you're probably going to be killing innocent people.
I also suggest that this is a high, authorities could get here within minutes. So, I mean.
Okay, so I recall my drone and start heading for the fire escape.
Yeah.
I mean, you can give them cover and fire wow, but no one's chasing you. Like, people are scattering at this point. In the total chaos, most people won't even be able to find their way because there's fucking water everywhere and stuff. I mean, it's starting to pool everywhere, and it's getting pretty bad.
And all the
Did my Nerve Strike work?
Nerve Strike? Yeah, Rudy, you took it down. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, you one-hit KO'd that boss.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, okay, that's cool.
Cool. Alright, so you guys are actually able to...
This is an awesome arena.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so you guys are able to get out of the building at this point, and everything is A-OK. Driving away while the sirens are in the distance, heading towards the locale, you guys have successfully completed this mission. Getting back to the Johnson, which is not at where he was before, he's now moved. He is completely willing to pay you guys the rest of the money. So you guys get in total 16,500, and you guys get 6 come of this mission.
Awesome. Yeah. That was fun. That was good.
Yeah, that was great.
Good game, guys. And there is going to be a part 3 to this series, which I'll do whenever, where people will finally get to kill Juliet.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.